We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brought down at the.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second and 4. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Back to throw now on first down. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 46. On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, it's second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
He's going to take another shot here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Eagles, nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. A fairly short kick for the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Trying to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. So they run the option here on 1st and 10. Quickly completed to the right flat. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Flushed out right. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And he rifles one incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And he fires one incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll look to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Judy. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Hurts. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's such an impressive first half to get that lead. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Broncos push further out in front. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature.
Hurts fumbles it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he will have a Broncos 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And the Broncos 1st down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Hurts to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They go play action with Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Reagor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
At the Eagles' 17-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
Brandon McManus.
Jerry Jeudy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos continue to pour it on.
The kick is good.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
They'll throw now on the final play. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
first downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll run with Sanders. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Throwing is Hurts. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jadeveon Clowney racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. I'm kind of surprised by that if they kick the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit,
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go and try and get some bigger points on the board.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And inches at the 34-yard line.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That is caught at the 7. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal.
And a nice gain at 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos add on. A close call here. Did the ball cross the plane? I don't know. From the naked eye, this was tough to tell.
Always difficult when there's such a tangle of bodies around. You're just trying to find the ball and make sure just a portion of it crossed the plane of the goal line.
They'll go with the keeper. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. 2nd and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
That's just because they didn't get it, though.
Oh, okay.
Hindsight's 20/20.
20/20 and never defeated.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And this offense is running away with this one. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
7 yards, the pickup there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
2nd down, here's Hurts. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he connects with Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Hey, we got to say smash. You can't block me. You can't block me. Dragon 60. Mike 9.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 36 yards. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, it's McKenzie. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
He's going to try and go deep again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
He was tackled.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And the Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted a 3rd of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Hurts will throw. And they don't don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Second and 10.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First down, Broncos.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Denver.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
3 at the 5-yard line.
Here's Lindsey. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
No. Hey, check 24.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take? And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 13. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? It's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
He liked being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
At their own 21-yard line.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. This ball complete to Rager. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
At the 24-yard line.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Switch. Jim.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The last run got 6. Now second and 4.
Second and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it'll bring up third down.
Third down and 4.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.